A very good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News with me, Abrar Abid. Now, before we go into our stories in detail, let's take a look at our headlines.
Vice Admiral KT PhD Silva appointed as the commander of Sri Lanka Navy. 169 equipments, including mobile phone devices, seized during raids conducted in prisons. Health sector advises general public to be vigilant when using firecrackers. Sheikh Hasina wins new term as Prime Minister at Bangladesh election.
Now, in our lead story, Rear Admiral KT PhD Silva has been appointed as the 23rd Commander of the Sri Lankan Navy.
PhD Silva received his appointment letter from President Maithripala Sirisena at the presidential residence this morning. The Presidential Media Division said PhD Silva's appointment will be effective from tomorrow. President Secretary Uday Senaviratne and Defence Secretary Hemasiri Fernando were present at the awarding of the appointment letter to the new Navy commander.
Now, in local news, an Indian national was arrested for the alleged possession of a stock of drugs at the Bandaranaike International Airport.
Police said 1.28 kilograms of drugs were seized from the suspect's possession. The stock was valued at more than 2 million rupees. The 30-year-old suspect had arrived from Bangalore to the island. Police further noted the suspect had also visited the country 6 times during the past year. The preliminary investigations revealed that drugs are distributed to foreigners stationed in the country.
An inmate of the Kathugasthara prison has committed suicide inside his cell. The suspect was arrested by the anti-corruption unit of the Kathugasthara police at around 7 p.m. yesterday in Happagura for the alleged possession of marijuana. Following the arrest, the suspect was held in a cell at the Kathugasthara police station to produce before the Kandy Magistrates Court. The suspect had hung himself using his clothes at around 2 a.m. today. The deceased was a 26-year-old resident of Kathugasthara. Following the magistrates' investigations by the Additional Magistrate of Kandy, the remains were sent to the Kandy General Hospital for the post-mortem examination. Police said that the suspect was arrested for possessing marijuana during several other instances as well. Police are conducting further investigations into the incident. Meanwhile, another individual has died after consuming poison after he was called into the Dumala Surya police relating to a family dispute. The suspect had consumed poison when a female officer was investigating the complaint. Now, in more local news, raids carried out across prisons across the country recovered a large haul of contraband from inside the prison walls.
A senior officer attached to the Ministry of Prison said 169 mobile phones were discovered by prison intelligence from the 3rd of October to the 25th of December. In addition, 165 mobile SIM cards, 134 mobile phones batteries, 31 mobile phone chargers and 118 small-sized drug packets were recovered from the possession of the suspects. A majority of the illegal items were discovered from the inside of the walls of Colombo Remand Prison. The ministry officials said the mobile phones and SIM cards were handed over to the Police Narcotic Bureau for investigations. The Ministry of Prison said such discoveries of large hauls of contraband has proven to be a serious issue and strict action is to be taken to curb the movement of such items.
Now, in our political news, parliamentarian Hirunika Premachandra attended an event in Attiriya yesterday. Even we don't know who the members of the SLPP are or who the members of the SLFP are, because all of them who claimed to not be members of the SLPP were present at the SLPP meetings. How can they now face the members of the urban councils or Pradeshya Sabha? They were elected under SLPP. What about those who believed them? They deceived the voters. In more local news, National Transport Commission says complaints relating 71 buses have been received for charging higher charges compared to the stipulated bus fares.
National Transport Commission says such complaints also received relating to 40 provincial bus services. 31 complaints were received relating to inter-provincial bus services. The complaints were received over the past 4 days. The Commission further noted complaints relating to bus services charging higher fares compared to the stipulated fares can be filed through the telephone number 1955. Newsfirst inquired from the chairman of the Private Bus Owners Association, Gamnu Vijayratna. He said National Transport Commission and Provincial Road Passenger Transport Authority should investigate and perpetrators should be penalized. CTP and private bus fares increased from 26th of December by 4%. National Transport Commission said bus fares of general, semi-luxury, luxury and super-luxury buses were reduced accordingly.
Now in more local news, with the dawn of the new year, health sector officers are requesting the public to be vigilant when handling firecrackers. Main nurse trainee of the National Hospital, Pushpa Ramyani D'Souza, said many accidents take place every year due to the carelessness when dealing with firecrackers.
She said the accidents have increased by 3% on the 24th, 25th and 26th of this month. The police have set up a special security plan in areas surrounding the golf face green. Director of Traffic and Road Safety SP Indika Hapugoda said special security will be deployed taking into consideration the large amount of people who gather at the golf face green for the celebration of the New Year. He further noted operations will be carried out to arrest drivers driving under the influence of alcohol.
Now, Newsfirst received CCTV footage of a suspect attempting to smuggle money from the store in Akurasa town.
Police said following failed attempts to break open the safe, the suspect had stolen 8,000 rupees from another drawer. Police arrested the suspect, who was a former employee of the store. The suspect will be remanded until the 9th of January after he was produced before courts.
And that is all the news for this hour. Join us again at 1:55 p.m. for the latest news updates. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Abrar Abid. A very good afternoon and take care.